Welcome to Rocky Mountain freaking National Park. We have been in the truck for no less than 12 hours and have spent the last 2 hours looking for a campsite. What we have settled on is an RV park, which is not our normal vibe, and it's $50 to stay tonight. So we're literally setting up the camper so that we can go to sleep and moving first thing in the morning.
Nothing opens up until May 26th. All of the forest roads, all of the camping that's not Yogi Bear camping in this.
Well, and what's crazy is none of it's covered in snow. So it's like...
We have seen like zero snow.
All right.
And my ears haven't popped all day. We've been driving in the mountains. I feel like I'm in a submarine right now.
And I'm hungry. Also, somehow for the first time in like 3 months, we're setting up in the rain.
Yeah.
What is it? Add insult to injury?
Yeah.
Connor said, don't make me cry right now. Okay, I think this is literally the extent to which we are setting things up. This is the first time we've had an electric site on our whole excursion, so that means lights on inside.
How exciting.
A little bit, yeah. What else can we do? I can charge my phone.
We could charge all of our stuff.
We could.
We could boil water just for no reason and then just like unboil it.
I think it's ramen noodles for dinner tonight. Although we could very easily use the air fryer.
This would be the easiest we could use the air fryer.
I just don't want to get it out. It's completely buried under here.
Here. Let me show you how buried it is.
No.
It's right there.
I mean...
Literally, might as well, if we were gonna boil water, we'd have to get that out too.
Guys, we have terrible news. The other place that we were holding out hope for is $83 a night. So
that's crazy.
Which is super frustrating. It's super frustrating because online it said $12 a night.
The camping options here are abysmal. Like we were saying last night, everything is not in season. It's like 50 degrees outside.
It's the middle of May.
Yeah.
Well, so that brings us to issue 2, which is that the weather app says it's going to thunderstorm for the next 10 days.
Yeah.
Time to regroup. Update on the current sitch. Right now, we are going to check out a couple of other free spots that online say you really can't get up into with two-wheel drive. So while the camper is back at camp, our current camp, we're gonna go drive up and see if it's actually that bad or if maybe we can swing it. So yeah, this is definitely the longest we've ever had to deal with trying to find a camp spot. Another update. We checked out those other 2 options. They were terrible, very treacherous. We just came back, got the camper hitched.
In record time.
Like less than 30 minutes, I think, which is great, except for the fact that we're gonna turn around and put it back up in probably an hour. We're just gonna have to, for today, commit to being pretty far away from the park and make another decision at another time. All right, we just drove an hour to our last resort, and it's also a bust, so Connor just found another place for us to go check out.
Just like wild, because this is basically the same thing we've been it's the same thing we've been dealing with the whole time, where you're just hoping that the forest roads are open.
Yeah.
Basically all the free camping we've been doing is on forest roads. I mean, we've been looking for like 2 days.
Yeah. Also, it's not fun to be hauling a camper up and down these mountains right now. Maybe we should eat lunch. Maybe then I would feel better.
Oh, my ear is off.
Ah! All right, we'll check back in later. All right, back to the drawing board. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. So it's officially been just shy of 24 hours that we've been trying to find a permanent home here at Rocky. Also, see this line? That is where Connor single-handedly turned our entire camper around. It's been a day.
Yeah, it has. This is the best spot that we've seen on this whole drive up and down, so
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Finally got some open free camping. We are like an hour away from the park, but
Yeah.
hour away from the park, no service.
We'll see. We'll probably spend like at least 3 or 4 days here filling out the park, and if the park really isn't what we thought it would be, might move to somewhere better. But if it's really sick and there's a lot
It'll
to
be
do,
worth it.
it'll be worth it.
Howdy, folks. It's Monday. We just had a pretty chaotic start to our day. Connor left the generator out in the rain all night, so it's not working. And so we had to use the grill and then boil water on the stove to make our coffee, and then we made bagels. I did pour boiling water everywhere, but only a little bit got on me, so no worries. We are about to head into the park to get our first look of Rocky Mountain National Park. Even though it's our third day here, we still haven't been able to get in and really see anything. Connor says he thinks we might do some hiking.
I like breakfast.
Oh, yeah. Connor's like, it wasn't that bad. I have boiling water on my legs. He's like, someone needed to eat. Connor just moved the cooler. And look what's underneath. Gross. What if they get in my bed?
Unlikely.
Holy cow. Oh, those look like clouds now. We are getting our first impression of Rocky Mountain National Park. We are seeing the largest mountains that we've seen on our entire trip. Hands down.
That was pretty crazy.
It's a little cloudy, so the tops of them are hidden. Oh, check that out. I don't know if the camera even does it justice, especially because they're kind of covered in clouds.
Yeah.
So mystical. You are one with the clouds. Take a guess at our elevation.
I'm gonna say 10,412.
11,000.
Damn.
I wouldn't think of myself as someone who is like scared of heights, but I had like shaky butt on the drive up. We are in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
This park is insanely beautiful. You can't even see half the mountains. Nature stroll. Shaking his butt at us.
Their everyday life. Today's
Okay, we have come to do a small hike around Sprague Lake with apparently everyone else who came to Rocky Mountain National Park today. This place is packed.
That wasn't me, it was the goose being close by.
Did you hit those?
If we want to do any hiking while we're here, we're just gonna have to be comfortable hiking in the rain.
Yeah, the whole forecast for the entire time we're here is
Pretty bad.
rain.
Okay, that didn't last long. Car salads for lunch.
Not bad, actually.
So behind the scenes update, the brakes on the truck have been sounding a little bit rough.
And that's changed to a lot of bit rough.
We've been debating whether or not we wanted to go ahead and change them or like wait till we get home. Mostly the reason not to do it is we didn't want to like lose an entire day here to doing that, but better safe than sorry. So Connor made an appointment for tomorrow to get the brakes changed. So honestly, Rocky Mountain has just kind of been...
It's been more stressful than we've had.
Fun.
It's been more stress than we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Luckily, like we've been kind of saying to each other off camera, we've gotten a lot of experience out here with these things. So if this would have happened 3 months ago, we probably would have been not having a good time.
Yeah. If we had if it took us 24 hours to find a camp spot our first week out on the road, I don't know that we would have had that resilience at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So brake changes tomorrow in Boulder, which is the opposite direction from the park from where we're camped.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna end up spending a lot of time there. Luckily, hopefully, this is an isolated situation and we'll be able to drop the truck off, Uber to the library or somewhere to hang out for a few hours, go back, pick it up. These roads are cool, actually. Let me get some video of it. I am hoping with all I've got that the generator is fixed. I really want a pizza for dinner and we can't use the air fryer unless we have the generator on. So you know what I bet it is? When we spent that one night at a real campsite and we had an electric hookup, our camper got greedy and was like, I like the taste of this electricity.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm not taking that generator.
Well, the generator got like its feelings hurt.
Yeah. He's like,
we were like, oh my gosh, I was turning on the lights and stuff. I was like, we never turn on the lights.
oh my gosh, check this out. Recipe for running over an elk.
Yeah, I think a deer is happening.
This is pretty much what you'll experience at Rocky Mountain National Park. All right, see you back at camp.
See you back at camp.
Made it back to camp. It's cold and everything's wet and the generator's not working. All right, we pivoted. Looks like the sun's coming out a little bit.
Yep.
Dinner time. Movie night.
Mamma mia.
Morning, everybody. What day is it?
Tuesday.
It's Brakes Day, which coincidentally is also the first day without a cloud in the sky. It seems our karma has swung back the other way. That's okay. I think the only thing that's really a bummer about that is that we're heading the opposite way of the park. I wish we were going toward the parks. Whoa. I wish we were going toward the park so that we could try to get a view of everything. Right now, we're making coffee and heading to get the brakes changed. Here, guys, I wanted to show you the little stream behind our camp. A lot of thorns around here. But here's further up. Connor says this is a natural spring.
Pretty exciting. I've never seen one like accidentally.
Man, it's a beautiful day. Also, if you noticed that Connor had the grill on the couch yesterday, he burned the cushion.
Oops.
How about this? First time we're seeing these mountains. Guys, we just made it to Pep Boys for the brakes and looked up the closest library. It's a 3-minute walk away. How perfect is that? Whoa, this is kind of fun.
Just hanging out in the town.
It's so beautiful out today. Libraries have just been like a secret gem of this entire trip.
Yeah, not many people know about them. So libraries are this place that you can go to.
That's been some of my favorite times on our trip, has been like just going, finding like a really cool library and sitting in there all day, because it's like an opportunity to like get out of the elements, because we literally live outside, get to be somewhere with cool vibes for free and like, I don't know, just relax. To the library. Let's hope that the truck brakes don't take on it. Also, let's hope you can hear anything I said with all of the trucks zooming behind us. This is definitely the best library we've been to. Check this out. It's Gorgiana out here. It's a beautiful night.
What a neighborhood. Little path all the way through the neighborhood, and that's the library right there. And I'm pretty sure there's like a Kohl's over there, so pretty much all you could ask for. It's taking advantage of this beautiful sunshiny day. Wow. I wish my truck wasn't getting fixed right now.
The brakes are finished.
Yay.
Woo!
Our truck doesn't sound like a squealing pig anymore.
And it's only like 6 o'clock now, which was coming down to the wire because we were worried that they might not finish it today. So we're gonna use the rest of the day to go take showers.
We're actually like going, this is like literally on the way back to camp, so
Yeah.
everything kind of works out pretty well.
Perfect. I love when things work out. This was not a bad day, honestly. I hope that the nice weather holds out for tomorrow. Heading to the Y and then back to camp. Summer is coming. Pretty. What a beautiful, beautiful day.
National parks you can get into for free, the Boulder YMCA.
And the day just keeps getting better. Excellent news. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Okay, so breakfast time. I think we're actually going to try the generator again because it's had a couple of days to dry out. So I'm so sick of oatmeal. I don't want any more oatmeal ever again in my life. Generator's still broken. Doing it the old-fashioned way. It turns out Connor is actually much better at pouring the boiling water than I am, so.
She was acting as if this wasn't my job for the last 2 years before we came here.
Yeah, that goes way smoother than when I did it.
Not a drop.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good morning, mountains. We're gonna be at the top of that one today. Just kidding. So, I vetoed oatmeal this morning, and now we're in town grabbing a little second coffee for the day and a little breakfast. And out west has all these tiny little coffee huts.
This I like.
I love things like this, and someone needs to bring these to Cincinnati.
Seattle had the best one we've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Seattle had them
outside
like
of Seattle, it was
every
like-
300 feet.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
So why don't you kill me? So from head to toe, I'm a loser, baby.
You can never have too much sunscreen. Key, if you're in high altitude places and you're dealing with any bottles or anything, I've sprayed sriracha all over myself, and like I just opened the sunscreen and it was like like built up. So yeah, definitely not getting sunburned today.
So Bear Lake is what we did the other day, and that's just a little bit that way. Today we're doing a mix of, I think, Nymph and Emerald Lake. So we're only doing like 3 miles, but covered in snow, so.
Well, this says 1.8, so closer to 4.
Whoa. This is how deep the snow is that we're hiking in. Still going.
Down that far.
So very scary to step off of the packed snow here. Quit that, you're gonna make us avalanche. I hope the camera can do this justice. Pretty steep drop. Whew, making my leg shake. Okay, that was the first spot I felt in danger. It's actually raining now.
Yeah.
So we're hiding under this tree. I just got rain in my eye.
I think it's massive.
Yeah. Those are groundhogs? Confirmed? I don't think I've ever seen one of those in my life. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty sick.
This one is Dream Lake. How dreamy.
It is dreamy.
Now this is what I call terrifying. This water is currently running underneath the snow we're standing on. I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Yo, that was so hard.
That was certainly not a 3-mile hike.
It supposedly was a 1.8 out and then like 1.8 back, so less than 4, but it took us 4 hours. A 1 hour mile pace.
The snow is an entirely different game. Like 1.8 and the snow is basically like 3.
Plus, like, we didn't think it'd be that hard, so we didn't really take any snacks. We had 2 granola bars and then fruit snacks, and that was it. So we're like running on fumes out there even. Also, we ran into a friend from Cincinnati. Small world.
Very crazy.
Hi Hannah, if you're watching. But it is only 4. I don't think we want to head back to camp yet because that is back to the abyss of no cell service. I don't know what we're gonna do until then.
I'm trying to convince Allie to get pizza tonight.
Oh, you don't have to convince me. You want pizza?
You want to get pizza? We just got pizza yesterday, is the only problem.
I can
And
eat
I think we can only get this place once.
I can eat pizza, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's yet to be a limit to that.
True.
Good morning, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're having a beautiful Thursday. We had a rough night last night.
Yeah. Wasn't that bad, but it was by far the worst storm we've ever been in.
Yeah, that was the first lightning storm we've ever been in. Ooh,
Lightning hit like
not
probably
far.
no less than like 200 yards away from us.
Yeah. I got a couple of videos of like how loud the rain is. But I don't think you could tell how loud the thunder was. There was one like lightning that struck, and the thunder, we were so close to it. I've never in my life like felt the thunder in my body. It was like, it's like when you're at a concert and the sound is like in your chest.
Yeah.
That's how close we were. It was pretty scary, but we made it.
Yep.
Good old camper survived the storm. But I think we are gonna head in, do a little hike, of course. What else is there to do? Connor's shoes are soaked from the hike yesterday, which I was thinking luckily you didn't put those outside.
Yeah, for real.
Although they're probably just as wet.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because people are just like up to weird stuff back here, or if it's because we have no service. But like something about this camp area just feels super haunted and freaky to me.
You can definitely tell a site like has been loved versus a site that's like a weekend getaway. for some people because it'll be destroyed when you show up.
Yeah.
Versus like some of the sites we go to are very clean. It's like nice. People
Took care
really
of this
take care of this place.
Yeah.
This is not that.
This is not that at all. All right, off to the park. I'm sad that the clouds are all back because I feel like we're gonna miss a lot of the views again.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll go away.
Maybe. We'll see.
Made it to the lake. Made it to the lake. So, we found the lake loop. It is open, but it is very tricky to navigate. The trail yesterday was like harder in a different. Oh, I'm over here.
Sorry. I forgot.
Whoa. It is getting mighty treacherous out here.
Yeah.
We are going where no man has gone before.
I'm up to my knees.
I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's how deep these holes are around us.
This trail has turned into expert level snow maneuvering. I just fell all the way up to my hip in snow.
Oh, it burns.
It's just like so soft here that there's no, usually there's something on top you can walk on, but nope.
So things have gone from really fun to really awful really fast. I'm not lying.
Yeah, you are.
We've had to do an extra like 2 miles because Connor led us astray. And now it's raining.
Allie and I play this little game called Teleport, where you have, say, 5 teleports per year, where you just get to go straight home. I would do that right now.
You would use it to get back to the camper or back home?
Back home, sleep in our bed, take a warm shower, and then teleport back.
Teleport
to the camper.
back.
Teleport back to the camper in the morning.
Look at the state of me. So since we went the wrong way, we had to hike back to Bear Lake, and Connor is walking back to the other parking lot where the truck is. Unfortunately, it's a 2.5 mile walk there, so I think he's gonna try to hitch a ride. Also, my clothes are wet, so I'm just sitting here in the icy breeze in wet clothes with wet feet. My hands are so sore. We were out there for like 4 hours gripping them poles. I almost couldn't open my fruit roll up. What a day. What a day. This might be top 5 most physically uncomfortable I've ever been in my life. I'm so cold. Sun's coming out though, which is good. Oh, that breeze. But a rainbow just came out, so silver lining. Worth it. Gosh, I was literally sitting there so cold. I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna see how much water comes out of my socks when I take them off. If you're my childhood crush, Hayden McClellan, look away. Oh. Now that's camper life.
Oh.
To think that we have to go, like, that we don't get to take a hot shower today
Yeah.
is sad.
The beginning of the trip, today might have constituted as a hotel day.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Gross. Crank that heat. Don't put my feet in there.
I just wanted to say a thank you to the people from New Jersey who will never see this that picked me up half a mile into the 2.5 mile trek back to the truck that I was doing in the rain. Some fellow deadheads out here. First New Jersey people I've ever met, and they were super nice.
You've never met anyone from New Jersey?
I don't think so. It was like, my fiance's up at the top. I got to run down there. Like, that's why she's marrying you. And the guy was like, you got to take the blame on that one. And I was like, yeah, like joking around, like, haha. And then I was like, but also, like, it was my fault, so. And he was like, oh.
There was a specific spot in the trail where, like, I was like, I think that's the right way. And Connor was like, no, it's this way. Now Connor's acting like I was being dramatic because I was not having a good time.
I think the only dramatics were the fact that we knew we were still only like a mile and a half away from where we were.
It was hard.
It would have been different if we had no maps or anything.
Yeah.
But like we knew exactly where we were once we were past the point of like, oh, I guess we're going here.
No, there was a moment where I was like, this is my life now.
I'm just eternally hiking in the snow.
I'm eternally hip deep in snow.
Wow.
It was like, I mean, we really didn't eat enough to prepare for it. And it was like full body exercises because you fall down to your hip and then have to like use all of your muscles to try to get back up to the snow level.
It was insane.
Because I almost fell and died. And Connor said, he turned around, like, I like yelled because I thought I was going down hard. And Connor turned around and he said I was just like, like letting go. Just falling.
Only letting Jesus take the wheel on that one.
I just had like nothing left to give. So I only was just like, all right, take me now. And then we were laughing at that and that kind of pulled me out of my bad mood, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hard. I am ready for dinner. Oh yeah, nice little trough for you. This is the worst I've ever wanted to sleep in my own bed since we left home.
Teleport!
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's Friday. The weather is abysmal today. It's very cold, it's very rainy. So we're gonna be city girls today. We do have a gift card to an AMC theater. So we honestly might have a little movie day too. It's not gonna be very sunny, it's gonna be very wet today. So hopefully our shoes will dry out, but we might not be doing much more hiking because our shoes are still completely drenched. All right, to the city. Oh yeah, this is the vibe. Got a little bit of trivia pursuit going. Pursuit. They're playing, what are they playing, Fish?
I don't think they're playing an actual show, but they are playing Fish Radio right now.
They're playing Fish, so Connor's very happy. This just in,
Dot's Diner is the best diner we've ever been to.
and we are big diner people.
We've eaten at a lot of diners.
So that's a statement. Bye, Dot's Diner. Love ya. Leaving the movies. We just saw quite possibly the worst movie known to man.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Sometimes a bad experience is an experience in itself, though.
It kind of came around. It didn't get any better, but it did get like at least funny bad. At first it was just like,
Boring.
it was boring, and then it was like so bad that it was comical.
What was it called?
The Master Gardener.
It was called Master Gardener, if anyone else wants the pleasure of watching that.
Thank God we used a gift card on that.
Yeah. So what do you want to do now?
I don't know. We are kind of thinking about,
Oh yeah, well,
here's a discussion topic.
update. I think we're leaving Rocky Mountain.
It's pretty rainy here. And after hiking in the snow, and the forecast looks like thunderstorms for like actually
next
bad
week,
too.
yeah.
Because we've been dealing with like, if it's kind of like,
Sporadic.
if it's not too bad, then we can hike through it and stuff, but it's like thunderstorm every day
Yeah.
for the rest of the week. So
Honestly, I don't even like our entire time in Colorado has been such a fever dream.
Yeah.
We were planning to be here for about another week or so, but looks like we're moving on.
Yep.
Shoe update, still completely soaked. All right, leaving Colorado. Now comes the hard part of we need to pull the camper up and out of this hill. It doesn't look that bad on camera, but it is bad. Woo! Okay. I was very scared we weren't gonna make that. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching this Colorado adventure. Hope you all enjoyed it. Rocky Mountain wasn't our best place. Was it our worst?
No.
We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Bye.